When my uncle forgave me, I was like, okay. But what I think, the devil wanted to finish me because of education. Yeah. He still gave me the same command. When you're going back, you're going back the same university, same place, but I'm not giving, there is no money for hostel, I'm giving you tuition. You see that? When I explained to him, well, this time round he said, no, okay, look for the house, you let me know. I looked for the house, I called him. That one had completed second year, first year. I'm now in second year. In second year, I started the first semester. Second semester. When I went in to collect the tuition, I don't know what had come out of, what had happened. He was like, why are you here? I told him, no, they are soon doing papers. That's why I've come. I've tried calling you, you're not responding. Why are you here? Can you get out of my gate? I thought maybe he's joking. I told him, no. You told me to get back to school. I got back to school. I've come back, I've come for tuition. Told me, out of my gate. Still, I did not imagine him saying that. For us, we kneel down. I knelt down before him. Asked him anything wrong. Deeply sorry. By then it was remaining 2 weeks to finish, to start the exams. I was sent out in that way. Outside the gate, I went back to Ginger. While I was in Ginger, I gave up on education. I started my own life. I said even those who are not educated, they can reach somewhere. There I was in second year. I got a small job. I started working. When someone wants to finish you, can never get tired unless the mission is accomplished. This pastor, I'm sorry to call him pastor, he's not a pastor. Yes, he's not. Though he calls himself. I said, it has happened, it has gone. I have a very loving pastor called Abraham. He counseled me, encouraged me. He told me, forget about everything. God can forgive you. God can do anything. Forget about it and move on. Love yourself. Just know it happened, but love yourself and love your baby so dearly. I said, okay. I got what to do. Now, how I got the second one, that's how I'm coming. The scenario for the first one ended, right? I'm now on the road to there. Still, they've taken me to school. I'm thrown out of the gate. He has been the one paying the house. He has stopped everything. I'm in the historians say in the state of quagmire. You don't know where to go, which step to take. You're so confused in mind. And I hated men. I hated them. Though I should not hate them, though not all of them are like that. One day I was coming from work. Right now I cannot tell you that if someone comes and asks you they say the origin of this one, I cannot explain to you. I remember I was coming back from work. I was staying there. I could come back at around 8 in the evening. I open, I enter, like that. Since I'm alone, immediately I enter, I lock. But where I stay, it's kind of fenced. There is a way how it is with green pasture. When you're coming in the compound, you cannot know that there is anything. You just know since you've left your compound, you're okay, you're safe. So one day I was from work, reaching on the doorway. I opened. Immediately I opened, on entering like this. As you're entering, I didn't know someone was behind me. Closed you like this. I was tied. That's the situation I was in. Tied me so tightly in that you cannot see anything, you cannot see anyone, but in that state, I was raped the second time. In the morning, not even in the morning, because after that, I was not untied, it still remained open and tied like this. And see, I was tied. I think it was my friend my neighbor who helped me out. There were 2 people. It was not one. Because one was when you're fighting, you're held. There were 2 people. I got the second one in that scenario. I told that time is now, because the other time I was operated, this time back when I went to the hospital, instead I had the scar. Because of this friction, it got wounds. And when I went in the scan to check, that's the wound, the former wound, it was affected. I have my scans, I have them, they are there, I kept them. I grew up like that. Ongoing. The situation kept on changing. I noticed, going back again to check, I had conceived. I love my pastor so much. He's my friend. This one, I didn't fear. I first feared, I did not want to tell anyone. But I came, I told him. I explained to him, I was like, seriously? But are you okay? Are you alive? If you're alive, then he told me, you're so important. This one round, I was working. I kept on working because everyone had left me. I was just on my own. It was on 14th. It was a Good Friday when I was taken to theatre the second time. Because the other time, this time round, if the skull had not yet taken time, and the wound was still fresh. Now, they had to go again, open the second time. I asked him, my Pastor Abraham, asked him, now, I'm very sorry, but I'm sorry to say this. I'm tired of carrying bastards. He said, no. Never mention that. God knows them. They are not what? Bastards. I said, okay. This one, the last one, there was a way I felt. I was so hungry. I remember one day, I said, but those people who are bought, how do they do? I had my little money. I organized. I moved. I reached the hospital. Immediately after asking her, the doctor, I sat down and I thought so deeply. Because I was very ready. I'm sorry to say this. Then I immediately told me everything, all the medicine, how it will work for me, what. Then I don't know what came into my mind. I asked myself, what if I die? Will I live? How will I live the other one? Because I loved the other one so much. Because the pastor told me that is a blessing to you. He said, now, if I take medicine and it fails to come out, which means all of us, we might die. Because this thing is a two-way traffic. I said, no. Again, I went back. I started praying, repenting on behalf of her, on what I was thinking. I said, God, give me the heart. I may love her even as she's still inside, because I've never loved her even from day one. But give me the grace. But on operation, God is a so unique God. A certain friend of mine told me, Maureen, there is a card here. Everything will be paid for. I think it was when I was 6 months. She told me there is a card. It's Amphio. There is a card, I want to go. I want to take you. You sign for. All the bills, they are going to be cleared, paid for. I said, by who? She said, no, you come, we go. She took me. I signed for that card. Even taking medication, what. I didn't know where she was just a friend of mine, but when I tried talking to her, She was like, don't worry. It's when I was taken. I cannot lie to you that even I paid a single coin for operation. I was taken in a very expensive hospital. And I was attended on immediately when we reached in she told me, in case of anything, just call. The doctor, they will come, I will bring the ambulance to come for you immediately. So it was all God in every situation. Operation went on successful. Treatment, it was theirs. I cannot lie to you that even medication, I paid for it nothing until I was okay. I only went back to start caring for my baby.
Despite all the tragedies that Maureen has gone through, how has she managed to overcome?
Because God was introduced to me when the other man was going to die. You remember? He told me, I'm not leaving you with anyone, I'm leaving you with God. And from there, I had to look for a church. When I looked for a church, I gave my life to God. And I loved God so much. I knew very well that with Him, all is possible. That's why I loved working for God. I could go in church. I clean. I make practice. I teach people how to sing like that. Because I'm a good singer. That's what I think. And I believe in myself, I am. So whenever I would be singing, there was a way I would be encouraged. Me meditating and thinking upon Him, what gave me mostly the zeal to love Him, coming out of theatre. They took me in theatre at around 10, but recovering, it was not easy. I came back, it was at around 8 in the morning, 10 in the night, up to 8 in the morning. That firstborn. Which means this shows that no one else restored back my life. It was God. And the other time when I was in coma and they knew she's gone, still He restored life. So there was no way I would want to worship Him. And I loved Him so dearly. I love Him because it's only Him. Because if it was not because of Him, maybe I would be dead. I've been staying with my sister, who has been keeping me. And I go, though I don't have a steady job, been working for people for survival. Because I cannot sit, my babies, they need something, they need help. They need to dress, they need to eat. So I would go outside there, work for people, clean for them, like that.
I remember last year, November, I went for ministry, for a women conference in Busia. When I was in Busia, I was invited to sing. I wasn't going for talent search. I just went to sing because I was invited for a women conference. When I was there, this lady, Maureen, I just felt touched with how she was serving people, how she was singing in the church, coming to church early. Every time we came to church, we find her there, either sweeping outside or running to take our bags, what. I felt like I should know this girl. I told her, I like you. And she said, you like me? Seriously? It's like, what is it? Yes, I do. Said, it's long since I was told that. And I felt like I should know much about her. Then she told me the story. I was so much touched. And that is how she was nominated as the next Talanta Mashinani star. She's my girl now. I thank God. Now God will give me the grace to take care of her, to be a mother, a spiritual mother in the journey of music.
It's God with Us ministry that has linked me to Talanta Mashinani. And I'm so delighted because of being part of Talanta Mashinani, of which, however much I used to cry tears, but those are the days gone. I'm so happy because right now, so far, I'm a very talented artist, of which I've been in studio, I've recorded my first song. It's through Talanta Mashinani that has enabled me reach all this far.
The things we go through in life, God allows them. And He allows them because He loves us so much. You go through that pain because God is preparing you for tomorrow. You're going through what you're going through because God wants you to have something to say tomorrow. You have a bright future. Forget about your bitter past.
What I've learned in life, I've learned life is a journey. Today, things may not be all that okay, but what I know, tomorrow, life will be better. Tears may be in the night, but in the morning, joy comes. I might cry overnight, but when the day comes, you wipe away your tears and you move on. These challenges I've gone through has made me so encouraged and so determined in that I need to work, I help the needy and those that are in the same situation and those that have gone in tougher situations than I've gone through. I believe very well challenges shouldn't make us lose hope. Rather, it should be a standing point for your destiny. You can never get a testimony unless you're tested. And through trial, temptations, you're gaining your testimony.
The Lord promises never to leave us nor forsake us. He does not sleep and He does not slumber. So you need to be encouraged that no matter what you're going through, the Lord will see you to the very end. He will be with you every step of the way. I believe that you have been blessed and encouraged by the story of Maureen Nabwire. If you would love to get in touch with us, kindly do so on the number 22232. That is 22232, or get in touch with us on our social media platforms. Till next time, may your faith in the Lord Jesus Christ keep growing. I am Sharon Naitore Wangenye.